All right, so with this one, this is yoga. So with this one, what we're gonna do is open up our hips and the hamstrings. So you have a group of muscles back here called your hamstrings. When your hamstrings are too tight, you usually have a really tight back as well. So we're gonna open you up. Make sure you no longer have those tight hammies as I like to call it. So come to the front edge of your mat. Coming to the front edge of your mat, arms by your sides, palms facing forward. This is mountain or Tadasana. As always, we start with the breath. So close your eyes. Take a few breaths with me. So inhale as deep as you can. And keeping the mouth closed, exhale through the nose. And again, inhaling deeply. Try to take in the breath, make sure it's strong and long, and then exhale, release. Building heat within the body, inhaling. Exhale. Just a few more here. So as you are breathing, make sure you're careful with your body. We don't want to go too deep into these poses to begin. You're going to warm the body up, and you'll be able to go deeper and deeper each time. 2 more breaths here. If you happen to have any issues with placing your knees on the mat, make sure you have a towel or a pillow to place under your knees. Open the eyes, open the arms. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. On your exhale, arms by your sides. Again, inhale, take it all the way up. Open the arms, exhale. Once more, take the arms up, inhale, stretch it up. On your exhale, hands to your hips. Slight bend to your knees, chin to chest, roll down. Your hands are on your hips to support your back, just in case your back is tight. Release your arms down, let your body hang. This is your forward fold or your Uttanasana. Keeping the body here, allow your head to hang. The weight of your head helps to stretch the spine or stretch your back. From here, fingertips to the mat or hands to your shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine, half lift. When you half lift, your legs straighten up. Exhale, fold forward, forward fold, slight bend to the knees again. Moving through this a few times. Inhale, lengthen the spine, straighten the legs as much as you can, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, straighten those legs. Exhale, fold, rebend those legs. Try to get the belly to touch the thighs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Now bend your knees so much so that you can bring your hands to the mat. Step your left foot towards the back of the mat. That's your lunge. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Now, if you've got tight hamstrings, downward facing dog is generally not your friend. So we're going to make it your friend on this one. So if anything, separate the feet a little bit more and maybe step back an inch or 2 more than you usually would. You can always get a slight bend to those knees if needed. So press the heels towards the mat. Big misconception is the heels always have to touch. They don't. If they can touch, awesome. If not, still awesome because you're on your mat. So keep pressing those heels down towards the mat. Press the heels of your hands into the mat. Press the balls of your fingers into the mat, the pads of your fingers into the mat. From here, inhale, lift your heels way up. Exhale, press the heels down. Again, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Last one. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Slight bend to those knees. Take a walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Half lift here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Now chin to chest. Bend those knees just a little bit and roll up. Make sure you're rolling through your spine. And when you get to the top, bring those arms up to the sky. It should feel a little, ooh. Inhale, bring the arms up. Bringing the hands together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Open it up again. Inhale, lifting up. On your exhale, hands to your hips. Chin to chest. Slight bend to those knees. Start to roll down again. And if your back isn't that tight already, you can just drop the hands. Once you get here, slight bend to those knees again. Inhale, lengthen the spine, half lift. Remember, fingertips to the mat or hands to your shins. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, straighten those legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. This is where those legs are straight. Exhale, fold. This is where your knees bend to get the belly to your thighs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. On your exhale, bend the knees and place your hands to the mat. Step your right foot towards the back of your mat. That's your lunge. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels as high as you can. Exhale, press your heels down. Now I'm adding another instruction here. So inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press your heels down. As you're pressing your heels down, try to get your hips towards the sky. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, heels press down, hips toward the sky. We're opening up those hamstrings. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, heels press down. Once more, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press those heels down as much as possible. And then bend the knees just a little bit. Walk the feet forward, forward, fold. If your back is still tight, bring your hands to your hips. If not, arms hang, roll all the way up. And when you get to the top, open up those arms. Inhale. Hands together, exhale, hands to your heart. So let's move a little bit more, getting some heat into that body. So inhale all the way up, open those arms. Hands to your hips if your back is tight. If not, flat back. Dive forward, forward, fold. Slight bend to those knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine here, half lift. On your exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands to the mat. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. This is where you would get your pillow or your towel. Place your left knee down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Bring the arms up to the sky. Inhaling all the way up. So here is where you pause. You have your left hip pressing forward. You also want to make sure your knee doesn't go in front of your toes. It can go over your ankle, in front of your ankle, but not over your toes. From here, stretch the arms up. Try not to sink into your lower back. Pull the belly in, lift your rib cage. We're opening the front of the hips here. And now on your exhale, hands down to the inside of your right foot. This is like a little baby lizard. Curl the toes under of your left foot. Lift your back knee. Right hand to your right thigh. If you're okay with that, actually give yourselves a little twist here. Right arm to the sky. Open it up. Bring your right hand back down to the mat. Both arms up to the sky, lifting it all the way up. High lunge, your Alanasana. So we're building some strength as well. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Open up warrior 2. That's usually a little This is also a hip opener, your warrior 2. But I want you to get some strength in there, so bend that right knee a little bit more. And from here, make sure that you can see your big toe on the inside of that right knee. On your inhale, straighten that right leg. Turn your right toes in towards your center. Tick your heels in towards each other. I love goddess pose. So boom, let's do it. Bend the elbows, bend those knees, and hold. Make sure your knees are open as much as you can. Don't arch the back. Inhale, straighten everything up. Warrior 2 to the right again. Warrior 2. On this one, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Frame your right foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels as much as you can. Exhale, press the heels down, still opening up those hamstrings. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Lift your right leg to the sky. Lift it all the way up. Maybe you kick so high you've got pieces of clouds on your toes. Step your right foot between your hands. Step your left foot between your hands. Forward fold. Let your body hang. If you can, you're in the forward fold. Your legs are a little straighter than usual. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. All right, roll it up. Roll all the way up. At the top, take those arms to the sky. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Open it up. Inhale, take it up. Dive forward, forward fold. Remember, you're always welcome to bring your hands to your hips for support. Inhale, lengthen the spine, half lift. On your exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step your right foot towards the back of the mat. Once again, you need that blanket or pillow. Bring it under your right knee, knee down to the mat. Both arms to the sky. Lift it up. So we're opening up the front of that right hip. So really press your right hip forward. Make sure that left knee is not in front of the toes. It's right before the toes. So it can be it can be in front of your ankle, not in front of your toes. So here we're just really pressing forward, really pressing it forward, getting into that hip. And then on your exhale, both hands down to the inside of your left foot. So it's your little mini lizard. Just pause here. And then curl the toes under of your right foot. Lift your right knee. Left hand to the left thigh, or open it up all the way. Left arm comes up. It's a little gentle twist. Left hand down to the mat. Both arms to the sky. High lunge. Arms all the way up. So we're building that heat again. Making sure that you feel strong. And if you ever need to, straighten that left leg a little bit. Now from here, you inhale. On your exhale, open up, warrior two. And pause. Once again, making sure that you can see your big toe on the inside of your knee. Pause here. Breathe here. Straighten that left leg. Boom. Turn your toes in towards the center of your mat. Turn your heels in towards each other. Goddess. Boom. Getting that little opening here. Maybe you can wiggle. Take it all the way up. Inhale, stretch it up. Warrior two to the left again. Cartwheel your hands all the way down. Frame your left foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels back down. I was just feeling so good, I forgot to tell you what to do. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, heels press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press those heels down. Left leg to the sky. Lift it all the way up. Stretching it up as high as you possibly can. Lift it up. And then step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Forward fold. Let the body hang. Your legs should be a little warmer so you can straighten up those legs a little bit more. Now we're going to go deeper into this forward fold. If straightening the legs and holding on to your elbows gives you a deeper stretch, by all means, please do. If you want to go a little deeper, wrap your forearms behind your calves. and hold on to your heels, or maybe you can get your fingertips underneath your heels and straighten the legs as much as you can, bringing your nose towards your knees. Pull. So either way, we're all going a little deeper into this fold. And everyone release. Slight bend to those knees. Hands down. Slowly roll it up. When you get to the top, bring those arms to the sky. Oh, so good. Bring those arms all the way up. Bring those hands together. Bring them to your heart. Okay, take it up again. Inhale, lifting up. Open, exhale. Dive forward, forward, fold. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot towards the back of the mat. Left knee down to the mat again. Uncurl those toes. Arms up to the sky. Inhaling up. Now this time, press the hip forward a little bit more. This time, when you bring your hands down, frame your right foot. Start to shift back. We're moving into Hanumanasana. So start to shift back. Don't bring your hips all the way to your heels. Just shift the hips back. It's more about flexing that front foot. You're getting a nice stretch in that right hamstring. So you decide where you can go. If you need to, you're up here. If you're a little more advanced or flexy right now, start to walk your hands forward. Everyone, walk your hands forward as much as you possibly can, dropping the head. So really lengthen everything, feeling that stretch. Don't forget to flex that foot. So flexing means that your toes are coming towards you. Now that you've got this, we're moving through this. Begin to shift forward, bring those arms up. Inhale to come back up, pressing into your left hip. On your exhale, shift back. Flex your right foot, stretching that right hamstring. Inhale, coming forward, lifting up, pressing forward. Exhale, hands down, shift back. Inhale, shifting forward, arms up. Exhale, shifting back. On your inhale, shift forward, arms up. On your exhale, hands down to the inside of your right foot. Curl the toes under of your left foot, lift your back knee. Right hand to your right thigh again, or open all the way up for that twist. Right hand comes back down to the mat, both arms to the sky, lifting up. Inhaling all the way up, it's your high lunge. Immediately, let's go into it, warrior two. From here, straighten that right leg. Turn your toes in, turn your heels in. Goddess, bend those knees. And pause. Maybe you're doing that right to left. And then from here, straighten everything up. Pause. Turn your toes in towards each other. Arms out to the sides. Flat back, so lengthen forward into a flat back and hold. If this is too much for your back, you can either bring your hands to your hips or hands down to the mat. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And everyone exhale, come forward. Just let the body hang here. You can hang or hold on to your heels and pull in. We're going a little deeper here. You have your ankles or your calves or whatever. Start to lengthen up. So you can bring your hands to your hips for support to come up, or just arms out to your side. Come all the way up. Inhale. Warrior two on the right. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands all the way down. Frame your right foot, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press your heels down. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, press right leg to the sky. Inhaling all the way up. Pause. Not your breath, just leave that leg there. Maybe you can press that left heel down towards the mat a little bit more. Right leg goes up, up, up as your left heel comes down, down, down. And now step your right foot between your hands. Step your left foot between your hands, forward fold. Half lift. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Roll it all the way up. At the top, take those arms to the sky. Inhaling up. Hands together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, lift it up. Open, exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, hands to the mat, right foot steps to the back of the mat, and pause. Right knee comes down to the mat. Both arms up to the sky. Lift it up. Remember, you're pressing that right hip forward. Moving into our Hanumanasana on this side. Hands down, frame your left foot. Begin to shift your hips back. Remember, you're not sitting on your heel. Your hip is just pressing back. Flex that left foot. Your toes are now coming towards you. If you're up, you're up. If you get that stretch, you're good if you're here. Just make sure you're getting your stretch. You're walking your hands forward as much as you can and really feeling the back of that left thigh, our hammy, making sure that you get that stretch back there. Breathe here. And now let's begin to move and flow. So shift forward on your inhale. You're shifting, arms up to the sky. On your exhale, hands down to the mat, shift back. Inhale, shifting forward, arms all the way up. Make sure you're pressing into that right hip. On your exhale, shift back. Inhale, shifting forward, arms all the way up. Stretch it up. Each time you're pressing forward a little bit more. Exhale, shift it back. Really feel that hamstring. It's yummy. Inhale, shifting all the way up. This time, exhale, hands down to the inside of your left foot. Curl the toes under of your right foot. Lift your back knee. Left hand to your thigh or left arm to the sky. Either way, we have a gentle twist. Remember that arm is up or it's on the thigh. They're both good. Left hand down to the mat. Both arms up to the sky. High lunge. Stretch it up. Nice big inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. Straighten that left leg. Turn your toes in towards each other. Heels in towards each other. Goddess. And we're shifting right to left. And from here, straighten everything up. Hold on here. Toes turn in towards each other. Open the arms. We're moving into Pasarita Paratadasana again. So lengthen forward. Remember, you're always welcome to bring your hands to your hips if needed. Flat back. Hold. You're pushing your hips back, back, back. And now exhale, bring everything down. Remember, you can let yourselves hang, or you can hold on to your heels, or hold on to your calves. Just start to pull the crown of your head down towards the mat. Really lengthen. And if you're feeling all feisty, you can try to walk your hands back a little bit more. Try not to roll. And if you do, who cares? Just get right back up. And now coming out of that deep stretch. Lengthen up. Hands to hips if needed. Arms all the way up. Arms up to the sky. Oh, that's yummy. Warrior two to the left. Turn your toes to the left. Cartwheel your hands all the way down. Frame your left foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down. Left leg to the sky. Inhale, take it all the way up. Pause here, just your leg, nod your breath. So the higher your left leg goes, the more you press your right heel down towards the mat. So we're lifting up as much as possible. We're opening up the hip, the hamstring, the mind. One more stretch. Way up, 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 up. And then step your left foot between your hands. Step your right foot between your hands forward. Fold. Roll it all the way up. Take those arms to the sky. Inhaling up. Bringing the hands together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms by your sides. Close your eyes. Tadasana. Take a moment to breathe here. So just make sure you're breathing into those beautiful open spaces. Hopefully that lower back is feeling really yummy and open. We opened up the hips a little bit, so there's a little deliciousness going there, and those hamstrings. Your body is as open as your mind. Together we breathe. Inhale. Open the mouths. Exhale. All that is good, wonderful, and divine in me honors all that is